Hello. As you know already, I'm Inga Tabagari. I'm from Georgia. I will present my research about the elaboration of effective method of removing heavy metals, lead and copper from water by using alga spirulina platensis and biosurfactants. Another project, this is creating a wastewater purification technology. In this case, heavy metals are targeted toxicants are arsenic, copper, and manganese. The selection of these particular metals was determined by the challenges of our country connected with open quarries in both eastern and western regions of Georgia, which significantly impact purity of water. At the first stage of research, it was very important to obtain a large spirulina biomass amount, which very much depends on the incubation area. We tested several incubation areas, and finally we chose Zarukas medium, which produced 3.5 times more spirulina biomass than others. After selecting incubation area, it was very important to investigate how heavy metals itself influence on physiological parameters of spirulina. So we chose two main criteria. It was biomass production and photosynthesizing system, chlorophyll formation. For experiments, we artificially polluted water in laboratory condition from 10 to 100 to 200 ppm. 200 ppm reveals too much toxicity, with vice versa. 10 ppm was very light. So as a working concentration, we chose 50 and 100 ppm. You can see here on this diagram influence of heavy metals on spirulina's biomass production. Finally, we selected 100 ppm concentration. Of course, this concentration exceeds the probable real water pollution, but it is good for maximally revealing the remediation abilities of spirulina during the 5 days. We controlled the biomass concentration. It reduced on second day, as you can see here, but after 48 hours, spirulina can survive and multiply again. It was very promising character from spirulina side. We can draw the same conclusion regarding chlorophyll formation. Despite this, the fact that chlorophyll accumulation reduced by 25%, this doesn't interfere with spirulina's faster remediation ability. The difference is invisible to eye as well, as you can see here. Maximum absorption for both metals was observed on the third day, but after 72 hours, the heavy metal gradually returned to the incubation medium. We have the photos about that. These micrographs. The first micrograph was taken immediately after adding spirulina to the heavy metal contaminated water. The second micrograph taken after 8 hours clearly showed that heavy metals entering the spirulina cells. The third micrograph taken on the third day, and it shows the maximum accumulation of metals within the cell. After 3 days, spirulina heavy metals gradually return to incubation medium. This is a characteristic feature of spirulina, and we took these features and deviations into account in creating the final water purification technology line, which I will present a little bit later. One more noticeable thing here, the lead column is 3 times higher than copper, but this doesn't mean that spirulina absorbs lead more than copper. No, this is if we convert the ppm to molecular masses, the absorbed heavy metals are almost the same. As spirulina reveals excellent remediation potential in heavy metal contaminated water, at the third stage, we began experiments on increasing the remediation capacity of spirulina by using a chelating agent. So the first chelating agent we investigated was EDTA. And really, the addition EDTA increased the amount of copper absorbed by spirulina, but did not change the lead ions, absorbed lead ions, although they peak from 72 hour shifted to 48 hour, which is important for speeding up the reaction. The main concept to enhance spirulina's remediation ability was achieved. However, DTA not good approach for water treatment technology because it itself a toxic compound. Since our goal is to create sustainable water purification technology with biological tools, we chose biosurfactants, which are produced from non-pathogenic soil bacteria and help to bind metals and facilitate accumulation in the biosystem thanks to their surface activity. Here you can see the rhamnolipid 1, rhamnolipid 2, and regalozolipid, which we tested thanks to Ukrainian scientists within the framework of our collaboration. This comparison graph shows that regalozolipid is the most effective chelating agent presented here. That's why we include in the current project regalozolipid. Here you can see the technological line, water purification, and it works like this. In the first tank, contaminated water with spirulina should remain for only 3 days. And after 72 hours, it should transfer to the second tank with through filtration and the addition of a new spirulina biomass. So from laboratory pilot tests, we moved on the model testing. Under this project, we took samples of real water. The Gila River is located in the western part of Georgia. Here you can see a sample of part like black color. The black color is due to manganese, which is actively mined in almost every village in this area using open pits. This region has been the largest importer of manganese since the 19th century. The local population suffers from many diseases, and they associate their compliance with the Operation Open Quarries. All my childhood, as I remember, this river was black because manganese is washed directly into the river water, and the wastewater flows into the river without any treatment. At the same time, this water is used by the population for irrigation. That's why this region ranks first in number of cancer disease. According to this standard, of environmental technical regulations. We have these regulations. According to this, in wastewater should not exceed manganese content 0.0 milligram per liter. As a result of the analysis, it was determined that the manganese content is 36 ppm. It's very high content. And now using about our technology, using this technological line for purification, we tested 2 different options. First, spirulina alone, and second one, spirulina combination with the regalozolipid. The initial concentration was 36 milligram, as I mentioned already. As the results show, spirulina works better on its own than with the supplement. We have also copper and gold mines in eastern part of Georgia, but their situation is like more orderly. Here are a large company, RMG Gold, operates with an official commitment is to not release untreated wastewater into nature since 2020. However, the copper content is 13 milligram per liter in Kazratula River. This yellow-colored river flows among the open quarries of gold mines, but it's not gold, it's clear. The yellow color is due to river flowing among open quarries of copper and gold. The Mashavara River has a copper content 9 milligram per liter. Despite commitments, the copper content is still high. Now about the initial concentration was here 18 milligram per liter. As a result of a technological line, we achieved a water purification to the acceptable level, which occurs even in the first tank. But for complete purification of copper ions, more 24 hours in the second tank is needed. Now about arsenic pollution water. From 1930s until the 1990s, arsenic ore deposits were mined in the small village of Uravi, west part of Georgia. Now only ruins remain there. However, the people who live there still complain about their health. Even animals get sick if they drink water from a puddle after rain. This means the soil is still polluted, and in fact, we have a lot of research about that, which found that 30,000 ppm of arsenic in soil there. But fortunately, according to Luhuni River, and this name of this river, the arsenic content is 0. But for testing our technological line for water purification, we artificially polluted the water with the sodium arsenate with 2 ppm. And according this technological line results, only the first tank was enough. Maybe for that reason that 2 ppm is very not big amount of arsenic. Contaminated water was, as I mentioned, with sodium arsenate. And now, conclusion, spirulina shows the best remediation potential for all heavy metals. In concentration under 40 ppm, spirulina showed the best results without any additives. Spirulina completely purifies water contaminated with copper 12 hours. After transferring it into the second tank, spirulina completely purifies water contaminated with manganese in 48 hours. And this is our publications reflecting our experiments. Here is reference. If you have any questions, I'm ready. Thank you.